Welcome to the Horse Owner's Minute. Today is part 2 in our series covering the feedstuffs provided in the New Mexico 4-H Hippology Feed ID Kit that is available in your county office. We're going to cover the feeds that are classified by AFCO as processed grain byproducts, roughage products, and forage products in the kit. We are lucky to have Miss Haley Prather, the 4-H agent for Curry County, helping us today. Haley, we ended part 1 of our series with wheat. Can you give us an overview starting with wheat bran today?
This light and flaky brown feedstuff is wheat bran. It's a byproduct of dry milling wheat into flour. The bran consists of the outer layers of the wheat seed with small amounts of starchy endosperm of the kernel. Its primary role in a feed formulation is to supply energy to the animal.
What's next, Haley?
Wheat middlings are also called simply wheat midds or wheat mill run. It consists of fine particles of bran, shorts, germ, flour, and other fractions created during the wheat milling process. Like bran, they are primarily used as an energy source. These midds have been processed through a pellet mill to reduce dust and to improve handling in the feed-making process.
Haley, what's this fine yellow powder over here?
This sample is dried Distillers grains, or DDG for short. Distillers grains are a co-product from the fermentation of grain to produce ethanol. Since the starch has been extracted to make alcohol, the remaining feedstuff is high in protein and fat. This makes DDG a good source of protein and energy in a diet. Let's move on now to look at some roughage products. This grayish-brown looking pill material is beet pulp shreds. This is the material left once the sugar from the beet has been extracted. This is a highly digestible fiber source that also provides a good source of energy.
What's this fuzzy stuff over here?
This is cottonseed hulls, which are the outer covering of the whole cotton seed. The brown fuzzy stuff is some of the leftover cotton lint from when the whole cotton seed was processed into oil and meal. This roughage product is primarily used to provide fiber and bulk in the diet.
What's this stuff that looks like ground straw?
This fine and flaky yellowish-brown sample is rice hulls. It is the outer covering of the rice kernel after milling. They are pretty low in nutritional value and mainly used to add bulk to least cost or cheaper feed mixes.
Is this another sample of wheat midds?
I know they look a lot alike since they are both tan-colored pellets, but unlike pelleted wheat midds, you don't see any broken kernels of wheat grain. This is pelleted soybean hulls, which is the outer covering of the whole soybean seed itself, not the seed pod that surrounds the seeds on the living soybean plant. As you can see from the fines in the sample, these hulls are very light and flaky, so they are commonly pelleted to aid their handling in the feed milling process. Soybean hulls are another highly digestible fiber, like beet pulp shreds, that provide a good energy source in feed mixes.
Those green pellets have a familiar smell. What is it?
These are alfalfa pellets. The alfalfa hay is ground, steam conditioned, and run through a pellet mill to form these pellets. They are considered a forage product, and they are primarily used to provide protein and fiber in the diet.
Haley, we're out of time for today, but I want to thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Folks, join us for part 3 of this series, where we will wrap up by discussing common plant protein products used in feed milling. Thanks for joining us today, and remember, your New Mexico State Cooperative Extension Service is here to provide advice and research-based information for your equine educational needs. See you on the next Horse Owner's Minute.